If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Yes, this is a hidden immunity idol.
I would like to give it to the LJ.
All right, any votes cast for LJ will not count.
I'd like to cover Tony's ass myself.
This is also a hidden immunity idol, so any votes for Tony will not count either. First vote. Jeffra. Jeffra. Sarah. Sarah. 2 votes Jeffra, 2 votes Sarah. Sarah. Jeffra. We're tied again. Jeffra. Sarah. Tied again. Jeffra. Sarah. We're tied. 5 votes Jeffra, 5 votes Sarah, 1 vote left. 7th person voted out and the first member of our jury. Sarah.
Bang, bang.
Sarah, the tribe has spoken.
Cass, 0 chance of winning the game.
It's a long way to go.
Survivor comes into season 28 Cagayan with a resurgence. Philippines was pretty good. Caramoan was hit or miss, but blood versus water was a home run. So can Cagayan keep up that momentum, or will it flop like One World, aka the prior all newbie player season? Starting with the theme.
So Woo, you told Tony everything I told you?
I what?
You just told me that yesterday on the boat you told him everything.
No way. I didn't say anything. What are you doing, Cass? What are you investigating? He's amazing, man.
I'm allowed to confront people too, Tony.
Well, you sealed your fate. Congratulations.
Just so you know, he shook my hand and swore on his wife and his baby that we have a final 3.
When I told you that, you weren't supposed to tell him. You get it? I'm sorry I don't talk Lama. I'm supposed to talk Lama to you. You understand that better? That was the last straw that broke the camel's back. It's like, are you kidding me?
Chaos Cass is back.
Brains versus brawn versus beauty, a theme that mattered for maybe an episode or 2 or 3, and then basically faded away. If it caused the show to cast some of these characters, but the theme itself is almost a nothing burger in terms of how it affected the season. It didn't bring it down, so all it might have done is put certain people together on certain tribes. With that in mind, the Brains tribe was a fantastic explosion of stupidity that somehow became super influential in the post-merge game. The Brawn tribe, aside from Lindsay, were all interesting to watch, but the Beauty tribe, I mean, aside from Morgan being all about how hot she is in a very funny way, they were kind of a bust of a tribe, in my opinion. I think the show needed more Morgans to make that tribe interesting. The thematic twist for Survivor Cagayan gets a 6 out of 10. Moving on to production quality.
Today's reward was a phenomenal opportunity to give back to the Filipino community and to be an ambassador for Survivor. And the moment we come out is just mob deep of all these beautiful young people.
Yes, book bags!
It was phenomenal.
You need a book bag!
I loved Woo doing his martial arts and being an entertainer. Definitely in his element. Woo's usually quiet, and this is the most he's spoken in 31 days is to, 100 kids.
I gotta say, the part of the Philippines Survivor was in for seasons 25 and 26 were so much prettier than the part they are in for this season. This part of the Philippines doesn't look as pretty, I guess. It's more bog standard and dull. And yeah, it kind of affects my enjoyment of the season. The challenges are okay. The cinematography is nothing special. But where the show nailed it in this season is the editing. These compelling characters brought the drama, and the editing team took full advantage, making us feel like we really knew a lot of the players, despite the lopsided number of confessionals for Tony, because yeah, he had a ton of confessionals. They had a Russell Hantz-sized character on their hands, and unlike in Samoa, they didn't put all their eggs into Tony's basket when they very easily could have done that, and instead made it a bit more even, a bit more in a way where you felt like there are other people other than Tony who could win. It really paid off as a result, and the production quality of Cagayan scores an 8 out of 10. Today, you can pick what videos I make and watch everything ad-free and up to 6 months early. We enjoy making this content for you and not having to shill out for products that no one really wants just to make ends meet, so truly, thank you for supporting this channel. Now with that, number 3, the strategy.
First immunity challenge, people want to show the other tribes what's going on. In last place is the Brain tribe, the smart group, taking the longest to figure this out. Disaster for the Brain Tribe. Puzzle pieces falling out. Brain still working on getting their cart through. Falling apart. Smartest tribe out here and another disaster. Puzzle pieces all over the place. This is an absolute falling apart of one tribe 3 days into Survivor. Brain Tribe, whatever brains they have clearly evaporated 72 hours into this game. Unbelievable how far behind they are. Brain Tribe may not even be able to finish this puzzle if they get a chance. One of the worst performances out of the gate in the history of Survivor. They've done it! Beauty! Solana Tribe wins immunity. Brawn finishes. Brawn wins immunity. Brain Tribe nowhere close to finishing. Luzon will be the first tribe at Tribal Council will lose the first tribe member.
Was all the strategy this season good? No, not at all. It was often quite baffling, if anything. But what it lacked in sound logic, it more than made up for in pure trying, pure effort. Aside from Morgan, no one sat on their hands in the post-merge game. Sarah tried hard, LJ tried hard, Jeremiah thought hiding he was a model was a strategy, but at least he was trying. Jeffra, Tasha, Trish, Spencer, Cass, Wu, and Tony all tried their best. Now sometimes their best was a boneheaded move, but boneheaded moves are entertaining as long as we understand the logic behind the decision. Why did the guys give away immunity in One World? I don't know. Because they were idiots? Like, I don't know. But why did Wu take Tony over Cass? He cared more about the perception of his honor than he did about the seeming ease it would be to win over Cass. Wu wanted respect. It made sense, and the Men's Tribe One World were just dumb. It's a fine line to walk, and this season you are meant to understand almost everyone's moves, good or bad. I like that a lot. The strategy of Cagayan gets a 9 out of 10, and that might be generous, but I think it earned it. Number 4, the characters.
Anybody go get one?
Morgan can get some water today.
Is Morgan around?
Yeah, she's in her usual spot.
Morgan, no good on the water?
I can get water, but I don't see how, I mean, her saying it in a rude way wants me to go get her water. I mean,
Everything I'm gonna say to you is gonna be in a rude way because you've been being rude to me. So
I haven't said anything to you.
Yeah, you have. I'm fairly certain that Morgan is in a constant state of center of the universe. She's like an old dog. Like you know, you have like a 14-year-old dog that you're just keeping alive because you love it. And you don't mind that it pees on the floor and you have to go feed it, but all it really does is sit there. That's Morgan.
Cass, she said that, you know, I'm being really mean to her. I don't think I'm being mean to her. I'm ignoring her. Maybe that's mean, but I think she's been, you know, ignored and made fun of all her life, so she should be used to this. With Cass, I feel like she's just a bitter, ugly old lady, and this sounds really conceited, but I think she hates me because I'm cuter than her, and I've always been cuter than her. Cass is stupid. She needs to go.
Tony, Wu, Cass, Spencer, Trish, Tasha, Morgan, Sarah, Cliff, Jatia, and Garrett. This cast is stacked, and what makes it better is that almost all of the big characters make it far in the game. What a shame it would have been to have the likes of Spencer and Cass going pre-merge instead of people like Alexis and Lindsay. The boot order is always such a prominent factor when it comes to the characters. In this case, the characters came to play, be messy, and most importantly maybe, they lasted far into the game. Drama happened from the very first episode until the finale, and yeah, the characters, they make the season. They made this season, and that's why the characters are so important. Their score gets twice the weight, and the characters of Cagayan score a 10 out of 10. Number 5, the winner.
Wait, will you look at me real quick? Will you be honest with me?
Uh-huh.
Are you a cop?
No, why?
You swear?
I swear.
You look like a cop.
I could be a cop if you want. Why?
What do you do?
Construction, tiles.
Yeah?
That's my
Where
main thing,
at?
but I do roofing too. Jersey City.
You look like a cop. You look like...
I have a tattoo here. They don't allow that.
How do you know?
I have plenty of cop friends. You don't know no cops?
No, I do know cops.
I have like maybe 50 friends that are cops. What do you do, Sarah?
I'm a cop.
Are you really a cop?
Yeah. Interview and interrogation are my daily duties, and I get lied to every day at work, you know? And there's just something that makes me feel uneasy about Tony.
You're a pretty cool girl, Sarah. You know what? I got a confession to make. Want me to tell you the truth?
Yeah.
I'm not a cop.
You're lying to me.
I'm not.
You are a
I
cop.
thought you were going to say, no, wait, no, get out of here.
Stop. Just tell me you're a cop.
Come on.
I still don't understand the logic of Tony saying he has 50 cop friends and standing by that he is not a cop. Like, come on, man, who else has 50 cop friends? Tony's game is not perfect by any means, but I am not here to score a winner based on their perfection. That's a separate video topic. I already did it. I am here to score based on how they played given the circumstances and their story. In both cases, Tony was a ton of fun. His game was messy and all around chaotic, and yet, except for Spencer, I struggle to see who Tony loses to in the final 2 once Jeremiah is voted off. He had 3 idols this season, most notably the super idol he found post-merge that he bluffed his way through the final 4 with. A brilliant bluff, I might add, considering the super idol in seasons 12 and 13 also worked through the final 4. So if those had never existed, maybe people question if the super idol is even real in that sense, even if it lasts that long. But considering how Survivor had fumbled the ball with the super idol in Cook Islands, Tony was able to utilize that to his advantage. Now, he almost got screwed like Saria Micronesia due to the final 2 twist, but boy oh boy did his relationship with Weasel Wu pay off big time. Tony's story and strategic play scores a 10 out of 10. So should you watch Cagayan? Yeah, absolutely. It's likely that if you've watched only a couple seasons of the show, you've watched this one already. It's a great starter season full of fun characters, fun strategy, and a satisfying winner. The location, it's just okay. And the theme ultimately is whatever, but as always, the casting and storytelling are everything, and here, they nailed it. Survivor Cagayan's overall score is an 8.8 out of 10. Tune in next time as we review Survivor Philippines. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.